back to another video, and today we're going to be continuing on with the next part of the melee DPS at level 89. We have the samurai gear as well for Claire, and we have the quest Out of the Shadows. Ah, Claire, I wish I had better news for you, but the blasphemy continues to elude us.
You hear me, Commander? This is FFXIV. I have an idea how we might be able to take down the blasphemy. Meet me in Costa del Sol as soon as you are able.
Well, that sounds promising. I'll tell the Admiral you'll be away for a bit. Godspeed and stay safe out there. I wonder what he means by that. I'm quite curious. Okay. So I suppose we could just teleport there, but I got a better way. At least a cheaper way. We'll just head down to the docks and just take a ship straight over to Costa del Sol. Useful trick if you're still just a beginner and you don't want to spend your money. Or if you're just cheap like me. Okay, Eastern Lenosha. I wonder what he's going to tell us here. I have a feeling that we're going to be introduced to the previous commander. It's just the little subtle hints that we've been getting. And not even subtle hints. I mean, even the Admiral spoke of him. At least I think it's the commander. Apologies for having you come all this way, Claire. Ever since our encounter with the blasphemy, I've been racking my brain to find a way of dealing with its debilitating attack. Sadly, I've come up empty-handed, and my companions fare no better. That's when I started thinking, if only our finest was still with us. He always had a knack for noticing what the rest of us missed. His eyes were so sharp he could spot a foe's weakness from a single glance. Thanks to him, we were able to slay both Leviathan and Titan and live to tell the tale. The rub is, well, he's a bit eccentric, and yes, I know you could say that about all the company members. But unlike us, he prefers to work from the shadows. Truth be told, I've not seen him since the day we disbanded. I doubt he'd help his old comrades even if we asked, but an order from the company's acting commander would be a different story. In our heyday, we had a way of reaching him. Whistle at a forked road, and sooner or later, he'd show himself. Didn't matter when, winter or summer, in broad sunlight or the dead of night, he'd always be watching from afar. With any luck, he still is now. But I've rambled on enough. Go on now. This may be our best and only hope. Well, that's a dumb way. I mean, just at any crossroads and just expect him to show up? I mean, does he mean like every crossroad, like any crossroad in Limsa? I'm guessing so, but I don't know. I don't know how they do that. Oh, but I love that they're tying the whistle thing in again. Haven't seen that for a while. Here I was enjoying my retirement. Oh, why'd you have to go and bloody whistle? Hello? Well, you're a damper dresser, aren't you? Call me Lawrence. I'm the company's resident sharpshooter. At least I was in my day. No need to tell me who you are. I've been watching you for quite some time. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just curious how my former mates are faring. Not as curious as folks were about me, though. First FFXIV, then old Mistbeard himself. As if those codgers could ever catch me. And now Eorzea's storied arrow summons me forth. No need to say why. You're going to ask me to help you take down the blasphemy. Well, I'm not asking you, I'm ordering you. Have you forgotten the duty of the strong? No, I like the first one. You drive a hard bargain. I like that. Who might refuse an order from the company's acting commander? So tell me, acting commander, what specific duty would you task me with? I trust you do have a plan. So, you need a way to neutralize the beast's most potent attack. I can tell you like getting up and close and personal with your foe, so you'd be needing support from a distance. Who do you suppose might be best suited to that role? Well, she could definitely do it. You know, just on the off chance he doesn't want to help. A reasonable answer, but wrong. In pure marksmanship, none in Limsa are the Admiral's equal. Yet Merweb is ill-suited for a supporting role, not for lack of skill, of course, but rather, come to think of it, there's something you should know. Follow me. Really? Where are we going? Around here. Guessing up. There he is. Quite the view, wouldn't you say? I often come here to admire the sea. If you would, indulge me for a moment and I'll spin ye a yarn. Just try not to doze off. Back in piracy's golden age, the League of the Lost Bastards ruled the Ratano. I was one of them, as was Merweb. We were led by none other than her old man, Blofuswin, the most feared captain on the high seas. Feared by his enemies, that is. Stern and unforgiving though he was, he took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. Aye, he was like a father to me, to us all, till that fateful day. It was in the year 1562 of the Sixth Astral Era. Lomensa and merchantmen were struggling with nigh constant raids by the Sahagan. By this time, Blofeld had yielded the day-to-day leadership of the bastards to Merweb, his pride and joy. She was still growing into the role, though, and everyone knew the old captain was still calling the shots. Old Blofeld had a noble streak, he did. Ordered us to defend the traders from the fishbacks. Merweb led the efforts, and we fought day after day to keep the seas safe. The fighting was fierce, but we always came out of it in one piece, until we didn't. Until after a skirmish, a Sahagan survivor, with his last breath, summoned forth the Lord of the World. Great beast toppled our masts and cracked the keel like an egg. We clambered aboard the merchantman as our own ship sank, not to do but wait for the end. But then comes Blofus and his bleeding flotilla out of nowhere to pull us out of the fire, and he did. The League of the Lost Bastards would never be the same again, for even though we escaped with our lives, we soon discovered that Captain Blofus, our iron-willed, unwavering leader, had fallen under Leviathan's thrall. Of course, in those days, we didn't know much about drowning or tempering. Didn't know what to make of our captain as he grew more haggard by the day. His words devolved into crazed rambling. Then one day, he vanishes, taken off with half our men. Not long after, a band of pirates calling themselves the Serpent Reavers began taking prizes in the Indigo Deep alongside the Sahagan. At their helm was none other than Captain Blofist, who cast his lot with the fishbacks. Merweb knew what had to be done, and to her credit, she didn't shirk from the deed. She acted quickly, She acted quickly, sneaking off under the cover of night with a skeleton crew without so much as telling me. Of course, that didn't stop me from stowing myself in the cargo hold and joining her on the voyage. That takes balls there. She was none too happy to see me at first, wanted to leave me out of it, she said. But seeing as I made myself known, when she was struggling to fend off a horde of reapers and fishbacks, it wasn't hard to win her over, her twin muskets felling one after the next, as my sharpshooting kept her safe from afar. We cut a path to the center of the isle. It was there we found Blowfist, or rather the miserable wretch he'd been reduced to, all bones with skin shriveled in a tangled mat of white hair. Eyes bulging from his head like a fish as he prayed to the Lord of the world. Merib challenged him to a duel, and a dim memory must have flickered in his drowned mind, for he accepted. And so with only me there to witness it, Merib ended her father's life. The League of the Lost Bastards would have lived up to its name if it weren't for Merib. She assumed full command and restored us to our former glory. Not long after, she triumphed in the Tridents and was named Chief Admiral of Limsa Lamensa. I often think back upon that day, seeing her charge into battle, muskets blazing. Might seem reckless to some, but that's how Captain Blowfist taught her, and she knows no other way. That's why I made it my job to support her from the shadows. It's a role in which I'll happily serve again. I owe that much to her, old man. My only doubt was whether you, my friend, were worthy of commanding me. But watching you from afar has answered that question. I tell Resacat and the rest of my no-good companions that Lawrence stands with them. Wow. Yeah, I knew that story thanks to, what were they? It wasn't Tales from the Shadows, but, it was just one of those smaller side stories that we got every year. I wonder if we're going to be getting any this year. I hope so. But, yeah, that was just part of Merib's tale. That was a good one, if rather sad. Did Lawrence show himself? Now there's a surprise. I had some hope your words might reach him, but never did I imagine he would agree so readily. Just one thing, Claire. I appreciate it if you didn't mention Lauren's involvement to the company. Londonell in particular. They'll find out soon enough regardless. At any rate, this gives us new hope in our battle against the blasphemy. All that remains is to see the snare and lure the beast into our clutches. Our scouts are on the lookout for the creature as we speak. If the latest reports are to be believed, we are drawing ever closer. And with that, I best get back to it. Can I trust you to report these latest developments to the Maelstrom? Till we meet again, Commander. Rather short quest. Emma should be pleased to hear that Lawrence will be joining our fight. Yeah. She was very close with Lawrence. She always saw him as, like, a brother. And I don't think she must... I don't think she's seen him for a long time, so I'm sure she would be glad to see him again after so long. I do know that after she had to put an end to her father's life, he took a ship and he kind of set out on his own for a while. And it wasn't like he was abandoning her. He was really looking for more strength, like kind of putting together his own crew to maybe explore and see what else he can do for Limsa. So I think that's how it went. I need to read the story again. It's been a while. But yeah, I can't believe we're finally almost to the end. Man, these role quests are so long. Whatever was. Search for the blasphemy continues, though I understand you've been carrying out an entirely different investigation. Marksman by the name of Lawrence, eh? The Admiral will be pleased. Of course, we won't have much call for his skills until the blasphemy is found. Rest well and prepare yourself as necessary in the meantime. Lawrence. Why does that ring a bell? Well, I'm guessing it's because he was the former leader of the Company of Heroes. That's my bet. To calmer seas. That's going to be the final quest. But we'll leave it at there for right now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you're looking forward to next time. Bye.